Hello and welcome to your pick a card reading. Today we're asking the question, which energy center or chakra is blocked and why? If this is your first time on my channel, I'm happy to have you here. And if you're returning, then welcome back. I am just taking some Palo Santo and clearing the decks that we're going to be using for this reading. We're doing a Celtic cross in kind of a different way because I don't have room to do it the traditional way. My name is Jody and I'm an intuitive mentor and channel, and it is my job to ask and listen to spirit with intention for messages for you. You can find out more about me and my services at thespiritexperience.com, or you can follow me on Instagram, and all of those links are down below in the description. So again, we're asking which energy center, which chakra is blocked or restricted, because we all get blocked sometimes, and it's helpful to know what's going on and why and where we could maybe make some adjustments to help ourselves relieve the block or feel more clear and flowing. A reminder for you, this is a collective reading. It's not an individual reading. So just pay attention during the reading that you choose to what's resonating with you personally, and take those divine nuggets and leave the rest if you need to. Take what it is that you need. So I'm just going to set aside the Seer Tarot and the SpiritSong Tarot. We will be coming back to those in a bit. And I'm going to choose from, these are actually my chakra cards. I created them maybe like 5 years ago. We're going to pick 4 from this. And this is going to be the situation, the center point of your reading. So it's going to actually show us which chakra you may have a bit of a block in, or a bit of murky energy or restriction. Blocks come in all different kinds of ways. Okay. There is card number 1. That's it. Thank you. Card 2. Ooh. Disrupting the pack. Card number 3. Ooh. Here we go. So they're telling me, give him some room, give him some room. Okay, and just one more, please. Right on top, right on top. Good, thank you. All right. And then for what might be challenging you, we are going to use the Soul Lessons and Soul Purpose Oracle cards. This is a Sonia Choquette deck. Absolutely love Sonia and love this deck. This is going to give us what you might be facing for a challenge to help you become more aware and unblock that energy. Okay, so this crosses this like that. This one, okay. Right in a row, they just said. So we're going to pull these right in a row. So just take a moment, ask yourself, what message do I need for whatever's blocking my energy? Take a look at these different piles. See what one is calling to you, letting you know that's the pile for you. Woo! They want me to put some hematite here on this to ground and clear, well, the challenge energy really, which is what they just said. And so we'll place those hematite, those jumpy hematite pocket stones, trying to jump out of my hands, helping to ground these piles. And I'll give you a moment to just choose which pile feels like your pile, feels like it's going to give you the info that you need about your block and why you're blocked in the first place. And then you can head to the description for the timestamps to just jump right ahead to your reading. Hello, group 1. If you are watching this reading, you chose the pile all the way to the left of the screen, pile number 1, for which chakra is blocking you, where is a block in your energy, and why. That's what we're finding out today. And so let's take a look at which chakra you've got here. Green is the bridge, the heart chakra. Hopefully you can see that. And it's giving us a little bit of information here with the vulnerability card. Unprotected openness is susceptible to all kinds of energy. If you do not choose to create personal boundaries, vulnerability will be an option. Be sure you know your standards, protect your energy, and remember that you decide what vibrations you allow into your life. I create personal boundaries with love, a nice affirmation for you to remember there. So it looks like you've got a bit of a block here in your heart chakra. They just mentioned, what the card is saying, which is you have a fear of being too vulnerable, or how they're putting it is simply sharing. This card is going to give us what the challenge may be for you to be able to relieve this kind of a vulnerability block, which actually does block your heart center. So let's see what we've got showing up here. Make necessary sacrifices. They want me to add personal here. Same with the affirmation they said. Same as the affirmation, please. So I make necessary personal sacrifices. They're bringing my attention also to this number here. Hopefully you can see that, number 41. Add those together. That's a 5. And that's Hierophant energy, which asks you to move within yourself for counsel and wisdom, the higher spirit self, and also ask others if you need to, that you trust, for higher wisdom. So that's very interesting. Make necessary sacrifices in order to allow yourself to be more vulnerable. Vulnerability can be a very interesting block for your heart chakra. Sometimes that comes, usually, they want me to say usually it comes off the back of some kind of a hurt, a loss, betrayal, and you no longer want to open your heart up and be vulnerable with someone for fear of getting hurt or getting taken advantage of. Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna feel like this. That's what they just said. The personal sacrifice that you make to do that is gonna feel scary. I'm just gonna start in, and like I said, we are doing a Celtic cross here, but we're gonna have to do it in a different way because I just don't have the space to pull it the way you normally would. Thank you. So this will be the rooted energy here. Okay, so obviously this was a relationship. It's connected to some kind of a relationship where maybe you were hurt. Now you've just created a boundary with your heart there, which is amazing. Creating boundaries is not bad. Standards are not bad. They're actually necessary for us to be able to feel like we have our own power. So they're not saying like drop all your boundaries and don't have any standards. They're saying protect your energy because you've got a block with the vulnerability as opposed to protection for yourself. And this is clearly rooted in some kind of a relationship here for you. Thank you. They just said not all relationships are the same, and they don't want you to be closing your heart off forever or not allowing yourself to be vulnerable, or the way they're saying it is not allowing someone to get to know you really, because you're leaving yourself open for love or, yes, a new relationship. So not all relationships are going to be the same. If you've been burnt in the past or you've had heartache, thank you, or been hurt, they want you to be able to heal. Archangel Raphael, please call him in if you feel so called to do that intuitively. They're saying he could really help you in this department, heal the wounds that you have so that you can set really amazing standards for yourself and act out of love, which is the heart chakra, right? I love, instead of a fear place. Okay. This card is, by the way, we're only reading these in the upright. This card is what we're looking at for higher expression, where you can move to, being inspired again, being inspired again. Just want to listen for a second with this. This is the Page of Wands. I'll show it to you there. Yeah, they just said, you know what you're capable of. And it's like, sometimes you feel like you can't fully go and do that for fear of getting hurt, or for like someone noticing or finding out something about you. So this could be like a creative endeavor, or some of your passions, things you like to do. Pages often bring news about things, which is cool. Look up the lizard, they said. Have them look up the lizard, please. She's got the like lizards on her. I never noticed that before, but hopefully you can see that. She's got these little lizards on her pants. Okay, important note. So this is the highest expression, highest expectation that you can have for yourself is inspiration, feeling passion again for something, or perhaps in a relationship or someone. And actually what they're saying is being able to feel free to share those passions and be vulnerable, obviously. Sometimes like what we like to do, what's connected to our heart center, of course, our purpose and our passion, our divine self, it's connected right through our heart center. So when we have a block there, it's like sometimes you feel like we can't share. And that's what they're saying for you. So they want you to be able to share all of those amazing new ideas, or new creations that you make, or what you're being inspired by, and find someone who is meaning like-minded people, or perhaps you have the same hobbies, and feel free to be able to be vulnerable. Oop, there's our next two cards. Okay. So they want me to turn this over and read like this. So this will be what is in the past here. Again, I'm only reading these upright except for the fear position, but that's in a bit. 6 of Swords, transition. So you're able to transition. Thank you. If you've been going through some kind of a transition, especially if it's been difficult, just take a look at her face there. You're being guided through that. Maybe you've already noticed guidance that's been leading you through, a helping hand, someone coming along and giving you what it is that you need to feel like, you know what, it's really heavy right now, but I'm gonna be okay. I can love again, etc. They're bringing me back to this personal sacrifice where it might be difficult for you to almost like give to yourself, but you're getting through the transition, or you're already through it. This says you have help, or you've had help, since this is in a past position. And you can be grateful for that. You're going to cross the threshold, thank you, which is nice. And then we saw this show up here. This is our future energy, your future energy, really, showing us what's coming up for you. Ace of Pentacles, nice. So that's a new beginning, a grounded, see the roots, creating new energy that feels really grounded, really safe, thank you, really strong, may be align into finances, or some kind of, if you're talking about a relationship here, it's going to be a relationship that's really grounding, that allows you, it's the start of something new, of growing something new that feels really grounded and strong. Like this is available to you. It's coming up, and they want you to be able to open up your heart and relieve that block so that you can allow yourself to be vulnerable and see what grows from that. Like I said, it doesn't feel, it feels really committed or grounded to me, nod. So it's a relationship it's a relationship or a project that's going to make you feel rooted in your energy, feel good about yourself, feel strong, thank you. Allow you to express yourself differently. You are going to need to make sacrifices. And they keep saying personal. That means you may need to put yourself out there, right? It might feel really hard to do that, but in order to relieve the block or allow yourself to open up your heart again, you're going to need to put yourself out there, share. Thank you, share. Again, with that word, share. They're saying have gratitude for the transition because it's almost over, or it is over, and believe that you do have in front of you something that's going to allow you to grow, allow your heart to grow. Is very connected to the root chakra, they're saying. So right up through your root, make you feel stable, strong, commitment energy, and anything else on this, please? Nourished. nourished. This is a grounding card. It's also, you know, finances. So it may connect to your future finances. It could also mean that you're going to have stability. If you've been feeling, if for instance, the relationship that you were hurt by, or you've been in a relationship with someone, doesn't have to be romantic. Perhaps your money was, you know, taken advantage of, okay? Then you're going to be starting something new here that's going to allow you financial security in the future, feeling a grounded type of energy, not worrisome, knowing that what you're growing is going to feel really stable and secure for yourself in the future. All right, let's move on with this SpiritSong Tarot. We're looking at your energy again. I'll only read the fear position here, reversed, the moon. How nice. So they're asking you to go within here. You've got to dig in. And to be honest, the intuitive energy of the moon card is wonderful. It asks you to dive into those secrets that you may be keeping about yourself, to connect with your intuition. And guess where that all stems from? The heart chakra. So dive into your heart. Allow yourself in the darkness of whatever has gone on for you to see some of that light that can come through when we trust our intuition, or we connect to our heart center, when we allow ourselves to imagine what could be. Imagine what comes after this kind of a transition that you've been going through. And be very aware, because when you get the moon card, it's like things are going to be showing up for you to be noticing. And if you're stuck in any kind of a emotion, which can sometimes happen with the moon energy, depending on where you're at. If you're stuck in any kind of emotion, that could start blocking you. You know, so you want to just be connected and open. That is the goal. That's your current energy and current guidance to be able to relieve this block. So you don't have to blast open your heart if that's not what you feel, but they're asking you to just kindly and, kindly, and I think they're saying gratefully, kindly and gratefully go within your heart center. Start loving yourself again. That's what the standards are really about. Loving yourself enough to set up these standards for yourself that feel really good, setting healthy boundaries that feel really amazing, so you don't feel like you're going to be vulnerable with the wrong person or taken advantage of. All right, let's see how the external sources are coming in for you. Knight of Crystals, more pentacles here. That's movement. Someone who is ready to go, understands what to do. Thank you. What to do. This here may be connected to this. So if you've got a new beginning coming with work, money, a new endeavor, etc., you may have someone coming in here. Nod. So you're probably going to have somebody coming in here that has some know-how, gives you the answer, goes, hey, this is how you can do this. You're going to see movement. This card here says endurance and determination. So someone, this person though, feels like to me like they kind of already know. They may have been waiting for you, but not conscious of that. It feels collaboration energy. You may sort of have to be opening up and vulnerable, opening up your heart center there. Like this, it feels like a risk, but a good one. So if you meet somebody coming up here that has a really great idea and it feels intuitively right for you, they're saying, go ahead. This is going to move you forward. It's going to provide you with, the word they're using is answer, but provide you with the know-how or what it is that you didn't know, or some insight about how to move forward. And in particular, this person is not afraid to do the work. It's not afraid to do the work. So that's wonderful. Great partnership. This way you're not doing all the work, right? We're relieving that block. We're not creating another one. So whoever's coming in here for you, just be aware and make sure that you check in with your intuition about it. Okay, let's look at your hope energy with this heart chakra. There we go. Thank you. Oh, that's beautiful. Basically, this is an end. You want emotional fulfillment and to be past it, which, by the way, you are. You are, or you're close. 9 of shells, 9 of cups, dealing with your emotions and being able to move into your heart center with gratitude and feeling fulfilled, like, okay, I know what I've learned from this, or I understand, and I'm so thankful. I know it was difficult going through it for sure. This is painful transition, but it's going to be worth it. Yeah, it is available. It is available, they're saying. Wonderful. That's beautiful energy. The 9 of shells. Beautiful energy. Okay, and let's look at a fear for you. Yes, so we can address it. That's right, Spirit. So we can take a look. Nervous about being vulnerable. What do we got here? Look at that. Queen of shells. It's like, am I going to be able to find peace? Am I going to be able to love somebody else or love myself the way I need to, or be able to rise to the occasion, be in a relationship where I understand how to set those boundaries, how to give and take appropriately so that things are balanced. The Queen of Cups is a nurturer. She knows exactly, yes, how to take care of herself as well as others, especially as it concerns the heart, emotions. For you, it can be second chakra, but for you, this is very connected to your heart chakra because that's what's coming up. Nervous that you won't be able to move to that space and ascend to that space. They're saying absolutely possible for you. No need to fear here. This is what, your hope is going to come true. You are going to feel like, I've made it past this. Thank you so much. I'm glad that is over. I understand the lesson. And then you'll be able to open up your heart if you allow, and move into this really higher powered energy where you feel like you can give and receive in a way that works. You feel like you don't have to barricade your heart anymore, that you can open it up, okay? And keep it protected at the same time. Thank you. Thank you. And let's look at the result card here for you to close out your reading. This is wonderful. An open heart and new beginnings. An open heart. Yes. And gratitude. It's wonderful, really. Okay. Thank you. Okay. You're moving to a place here of rest. Hibernation. Yes. This card asks you to give yourself the breaks that you need, the rest that you need. Do not hesitate, especially if your body is telling you to rest, if your mind here is telling you to rest. Feathers in this deck, it represents swords. Okay, and so that has to do with, your mindset, your being able to communicate. So if you're unclear about things, you're moving to a place where it's going to be okay to sort of breathe, take the rest you need, take the breaks you need, take the time outs without feeling guilty. They just said you don't have to run. You actually will be led to a place of safety, thank you, where you'll feel like it's all right. I can actually recharge if I need to. Safety. Oh yes, thank you. The sanctuary word here, they're relating with that. So it looks like you're going to be able to move to an energy of care for yourself, honoring your heart, feeling protected and open at the same time, and not moving into fear about not ever being able to get to a high level of love or compassion for yourself and others, that you are able to remove the block that's in your heart chakra by simply giving yourself some love, Lots of love. Forgiving yourself, understanding that you're through the transition or almost there, and new beginnings are coming. They're right ahead of you. You've got someone coming in that's going to really help you out, and you're going to be able to feel grateful, and you probably will have insights about that it's safe to set these boundaries for yourself that feel really healthy, that allow you to feel more emotionally strong and loved and cared for. And when you get to a point where you feel like it's time for you to take a break or to rest, don't hesitate honoring your emotions, your energy, and your heart center by doing that. Okay, group one, if you found this reading helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up. If you know someone else that might find this helpful, feel free to share it with them. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you'll get notified the next time I post a reading. Thank you so much, group one. Welcome, group two. If you are listening to this, you chose the second pile, first here in this top row. And we're going to see what it is that is blocking your energy and take a look at why that is going on. So let's take a look at the chakra card that you chose. Okay, this is a root chakra card. And it's giving us a little insight here with the presence card showing up. A present soul establishes its unique place in each moment. The little things in your life deserve your attention and appreciation. Keep your thoughts focused on the task at hand and your heart open to positive possibilities. I am present in the moments of my life. So a nice little affirmation. If it feels connected to you, feel free to write that down, take note of that. So we've got the presence card. Got a little bit of a block there in your root. They're talking about your mind, that your mind is taking you out of the present moment a lot. And that is not unusual, group two. So no blame, shame, or anything like that going on here. But it's good to know that they want you coming back to the present moment in order to be able to ground yourself. Now let's see what the challenge card that you chose is. So what might be challenging you here? To love your spirit. To love your spirit. And look at that beautiful red. Okay. Number here is 21. That's a 3. We're looking at Empress energy there. Nurturing, loving energy. The mother energy. The divine feminine. Thank you. Yes. Nurturing energy is what is needed for you to restore your root here, to restore your root. So we'll set these aside now that we understand where the block is. Your root chakra is really your grounding energy, your grounding source. And so when there's a block there, they just said this is a slider scale. So for some of you, this may be a really huge block. You may be totally overwhelmed in your mind, trying to do all these things and just not grounded at all, not in your moment at all. When you're in a moment, you're already thinking about what it is that you need to do next all the time. And for others, you may find yourself sort of feeling ungrounded, worrying sometimes, but then enjoying the moment. So they're just making that quick note that this may be a sliding scale. Interesting. Your root energy is needed in order for you to be able to move up through your energy centers and then connect to the higher power, your spirit team, etc. So as I said before, I am doing a Celtic cross, but I'm not doing it in the way because I don't have the room. So we're just going to separate them and ask here, what is the rooted issue of this root chakra block? Your root chakra is located about 2 inches below your tailbone. Thank you. I'm only reading these upright except for the fear position, which will come in a little bit. And here it is, just showing up plain as day. The Queen of Swords is a high-powered, very intelligent, very strategic, very amazing energy. She knows what she wants and she goes and she gets it. And if this is in your rooted energy and we're looking at a presence block, that you may be working to your detriment. So if you're dealing with anything like perfectionism, overworking, needing to control, thank you, needing to have things the way that you have to have them, it's an over-exaggeration of the energy. And that's where this block is coming from. It's where it's rooted in, okay? They want this. So this is the higher expression that you can move into. Not a surprise here. We've got the Temperance card. This is balanced energy. So if you're overdoing it in the mind, okay, and any of these upper chakras are feeling like you're just needing to have control over everything, they want you to move forward with more of a balanced state. The divine feminine and the divine masculine working together. See, loving your spirit, loving your life, loving yourself, moving that around. You are worth it, they just said. I just heard that when I touched this card. Okay, you are worth it. You don't have to be caught up in controlling everything. You can actually allow, you can allow the flow to guide you. You can allow spirit to guide you. That's what they're saying. Allow the flow to guide you and balance you out. Bring you more levity. That's what they're saying. And allow spirit to guide you to what's going to provide you more balanced energy, or where you can let go, thank you, of some of that control. That's the highest expression that you're looking to get into from a place of possibly overthinking. Because the Queen of Swords is a powerful, amazing energy. We don't want to negate that. We just want to be able to use that in the best way possible for the collective, for the whole. So you're not bossing around, that you're actually working with people. It's unrooting you to have so much control. It's restricting you to try and think about every little detail or micromanage, etc. Okay, let's take a look at what's behind you here, so we can understand what we can release and move forward without really feeling like, we need to address it. Here we go. Page of Pentacles. The want and the need to be stable. This is definitely a root chakra card as well. And they're saying it's no mistake that this is coming through for you to understand that you don't have to worry about how am I going to do this? What's the beginning of this? Like forcing so hard, pushing so hard. That's behind you. You've already figured that out. You've already mastered it, they said. You've already mastered that. You can sort of relax a bit, allow the balance to guide you, allow flow to guide you. Give yourself the breaks you need, or let yourself rest when you need to rest. You don't have to keep going. You're in the movement energy. It's like you must have moved right into the expression of the Knight, which is, hard work, showing up in a place where you are moving forward. And so this energy is completely behind you. The beginning of something, bringing something to life, putting all of your energy into it and sparking it. Just gonna listen here. So, okay, that's why. You see her foot? How she's got that root and it then comes all the way up here. It's like you've already figured out how to begin. And there may be a fear around losing something, because root, especially if it's concerning money, because root chakra energy has to do with money, home, the basic needs of yourself and your physical being. You don't have to be afraid of losing anything. You've already figured out how to begin and what's leading you forward, and you've moved right into that movement, but it's just being directed a little too much, a little too mind heavy, a little too heavy in your mind. Thank you. A little too heavy in your mind, and it's starting to create this block in your root chakra energy. Do you want? No. And the way to be able to relieve that is to get more present, to actually notice which moment you're in and enjoy it. Enjoy it. Come back. Thank you. Come back to your body. Come back to your body. Come back to your spirit. This is a nice balanced thing. You may not want to connect with yourself or your spirit, but they're saying, even though this is a challenge for you, these provide balance. These two cards will provide this temperance energy. Whoop, there it is. Okay. And the future holds. Look at that. If you've been worrying about money at all, fear not. This is your future. Sometimes What I want to see here, thank you. Yeah, exactly. Us too, they said. What I would like to vibe with when it comes to this card is not scarcity energy. And sometimes this card means that. So they're giving you a heads up here with this future pull that they want you to stay out of scarcity. When you have a root chakra block, scarcity is definitely in that category. Scarcity or fear about money or home, moving, or something happening to your health or your body. And this one in particular is telling you, do not worry about financial stability because it will continue to block you. Notice what it is that you have now, and you will get more of what you want, especially as it concerns money. Sometimes this card means, holding your money too close, too tight to the vest. If you have been working really, really hard and you figured out how to begin, you've been inspired, and now you've been working really, really hard, so much so that you haven't been able to enjoy your moments, allow yourself to enjoy. You don't have, of course, you're not going off the deep end and spending all of it that you've worked for, but some enjoyment is going to be necessary. You don't have to live in the scarcity. Instead, use the energy of this card to feel stable in your financial situation or feel grounded and rooted. That's a wonderful card to have in your future when you're looking at a root chakra block, because fours often mean stability, being able to apply what it is that you've gained, or, protection, help. And so, the root chakra card with a 4, very stable energy, helping you relieve that kind of a block that's happening in your grounded root chakra, your first chakra. As I said, if you have a block or some kind of, restriction, murkiness, etc., scarcity in your root chakra, it can stop the energy flow from moving upward the way that we'd like to see it move up, and then it can get stuck. When the energy is moving down, it gets stuck and make you feel ungrounded, and that's not what we're going for here. All right, let's take a look at the SpiritSong Tarot and see what's coming up for your energy. Where are you? Again, only reading these upright except for the fear position. Well, you look at that. Now, she calls this the transformation card, but in most tarot decks, this is the death card. I love how she spins this because this is really what it means. Cycles, rebirth. Here she has transition, liberation. So you may be in the middle of a transition or a transformation. You may be feeling like you're closing out a cycle, and you are. You definitely are. And you're going to feel more rooted after it. That's why they're having you take a look at this root chakra block. So trust that you are going to be free here after. You got that liberation energy, freedom energy. Your hard work is not for nothing, okay? You may be going through a transformation. It may have been difficult. You may have been stuck in certain cycles and feeling like you can't get out of them, but you're on your way there. This is your energy. Transformation energy. The death card, things are going to be ending, which means new things are beginning, and it's looking really good and stable. Okay, let's see how the external forces or others are, affecting you. Okay. The King of Feathers. Feathers are swords in this deck. This is high-powered, strategic energy. It's very masculine, of course. This may be an actual person. Look at that lion, okay? They know what they're doing. They know how to make moves. Yes. I'm just listening for you. If you are partnered up with anybody who has this kind of energy, okay, you're going to be just fine. It provides fairness, thank you. Fairness, intelligence, strategic communication, knowing how to communicate with you well. If you don't know anybody like this, you may be meeting somebody like this coming into your life. Yes. you see this Queen of Swords here. You've got the King of Swords here with external forces. It's like you guys are, it's almost like you're going to be coupled up here to be able to help each other or understand each other. Thank you. Understand each other. Work in the same way. When you're chatting and communicating, you know what you're saying, you understand what you're thinking. It's like you get each other and then you can work together and it feels like really good. Yeah. A wonderful collaboration with like-minded, thank you, energy. Similar ways to thank you. Similar ways to solve problems, they just said. So like if this is in work perhaps, or at home, or a friendship, it doesn't have to be a physical male, right? Like it could be a female showing up as the King of Feathers, or the King of Swords, right? But you guys understand each other is basically what it is. It's like you might finish each other's sentences. That was what Spirit just said. And I'm like, what? Oh my gosh, that's exactly how I would solve that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And you guys can make moves together. Strategic moves that are very intelligent, smart, maybe see ahead. And then you can communicate properly with each other so that you both get it. Yeah, finish each other's sentences. That's interesting. So if you haven't met anybody like that or don't know anybody like that, they may be showing up in your life. You've got a nice influence. Oh, they just said that like this may be somebody that you admire or look up to. Interesting. Like a teacher of some sort, a mentor of some sort. So that's like you're meeting them in form, or possibly not. You could be like watching a video, reading a book about somebody who has this type of energy where you're like, holy cow, the way they're doing this is genius. Why would I never think of it that way? But it clicks for me. I get it. This is exactly how I want to move forward, or how I never thought of it that way, as I said. And like your wheels are turning and everything's clicking in place as the result of this external influence. So keep yourself open and aware, especially because we're dealing with a root chakra block. This may come around what you can do to stay more present, what you can do to, yes, love yourself more, but especially in the money realm, since you've got that coming up here, where you can invest, what kind of strategic investments you could make, where you can, yeah, like the best place to spend your money or use your money, and how to maneuver. Be open to learning there. Be open to learning there. Yeah, keep it open, they said. Keep it open. Okay, let's look at a hope for you. Let's look at a hope. What is it that you're hoping? Productivity and collaboration is what she has here. Another pentacle. And threes are, about growth, expansion, and coming together with people. That's wonderful. This feels very aligned because of what I was just talking about here. So if you're hoping to be able to collaborate with others who kind of understand stuff about money or things connected to your root chakra, looks like that's just where you're headed. As long as you don't get into the scarcity, they just said. As long as you're not too tight in your mind or with your money, because I think you're going to be able to collaborate. And that may mean, giving and taking in order to be productive, in order to move forward. Investment, again, they're saying that word investment. We need to relieve the root chakra block in order to feel intuitively right and good and open to know what's going on with this Pentacles energy. So that's why they're wanting you to take a look at the root now and start enjoying your moments. Come back to your physicality. It looks like you're going to be making some moves in that realm of existence. Okay, and a fear for you. Ooh, okay. That you won't be able to. See that? The 2 and the 3. It's like you're scared that you won't be able to do this. Adapt the way you need to come out of scarcity, to not spend so much time in your head. And this card showed up upright, so it's totally available for you to be able to find that balance, to have the right amount of energy and oomph. And they're using the word oomph, okay, Spirit, with your mind working where it needs to, and then your heart and your spirit working where it needs to make you feel like, okay, all is well. Nothing is completely one side or the other. I'm not all the way over here in an extreme or all the way over there in an extreme. Instead, I feel more balanced. I feel like I can breathe, or relief. It looks like that might be a fear for you, and that's okay. I mean, when we're trying to change and we're going through this kind of cycle where you're rebirthing or rejuvenating or coming into a freedom energy that you maybe never thought was possible for you, it can be, yes, very normal to kind of go and kind of hold your breath, but they're asking you instead to breathe and to allow the flow, move into inner peace, right? Take the balanced way, take the middle road. Look at trying to get your equilibrium as close to the center of that scale as possible. It's available for you, even though you might be worried about it. They're saying absolutely, you can be adaptable. You can move forward with balance. You just have to practice awareness, and that's why they want you present. And last but not least, let's take a look at the outcome energy for you. Results card, please. Okay, thank you. Ooh, look at that. Clarity. The Justice card. Yeah, right. This is, again, the hard work that you've been doing. It's paying off. You may actually come out of this with some amazing lessons that you are learning through this kind of an energy, because it's your outcome. You're going to go, oh my God. So here's the truth about this, or here, I understand this now, and this makes complete sense. Or I saw where that block was showing up in my life in all these different ways, and now I know what to do when I notice myself sliding to that extreme or trying to like micromanage or thinking too much. I have a tool. So look for the tools that are going to help you do that, because your outcome energy, or where you're moving to, is a place of clarity and understanding, is how the word they're using is, like self-understanding, understanding your own self and what works for you. Yeah, they just keep saying like balance, balance, balance. That's what you're seeking, and that's what you're afraid that you can't move into. But Spirit's saying, hey, relieve this presence block. Be present. Have presence exercises to work through. Look up presence exercises and what you can do to get yourself out of your head and into your life. Thank you. Into your life. It's very important for you to be able to do that in order to allow that. It feels like this block for you is going to sort of melt away, dissolve away, as opposed to needing to be yanked or really addressed, deeply addressed. They're just asking you to love yourself and just be able to understand what you're capable of, especially after all of the hard work you have done and what you have been through. It's time for you to be able to release a bit, surrender a bit, not worry so much. And that's how you're going to get the truth, especially inner truth that you need and the clarity that you seek. You're going to understand why it is that you have gone through the things that you have gone through. But you can't do that if you're always up in your head. So it's so important for you to start to be more present. I'm present in the moments of my life. Keep your thoughts focused to the task at hand. And if you find yourself wandering, that's the key awareness point that you want to be looking for. All right, group number 2. If you found this reading helpful, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up. If you know someone else that might find it helpful, then feel free to share it with them. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you get notified the next time that I post a reading. I hope that this served you, Group 2. Thank you so much. Hello, Group 3. If you are watching this and listening to this, you chose the third card, which was right here, for which chakra or energy center has a block in it or a restriction. So we're going to get to the bottom of this and get some more information for you to see where it is you might be blocked and what you can do about it. So let's check out your card here, giving us the chakra that is blocked and a little more information. So as you can see there, you chose a second chakra card, Grace. The physical body is the manifestation of elegance and pure beauty. An eternal magnificence exists within you. Trust the natural fluidity of your soul and honor your light so it may lead you through your life experiences and endeavors. I am a graceful being of light. Oh, how warm is this card? I can feel the loving heat coming off of this. So this is second chakra energy, giving yourself grace, allowing the flow of grace. Understanding that you are a being of light, a powerful being, they said, a powerful being of light. Okay, let's see what your challenge is in stepping into grace. And actually what they're saying is believing in the fact that it's all right to give yourself grace. Ooh, living life to the fullest. Hopefully you have not been depriving yourself, but that's what they just said. Especially they're drawing my attention to the fruits. So that's either, indulging in or being able to experience or, yes, enjoy the fruits of your labor or the fruits of life. Doing things that you, planning to do things, thank you, that you want to do. You do have the ability to do this if you'd like, but they're asking you to go within. Anything else about this card? They're beautiful. That's what they just said. Aren't the fruits beautiful, Jody? They're asking you to really acknowledge and honor yourself here. It's a wonderful card. I can feel the loving heat. Second chakra is about passion and understanding and emotion and light energy and honoring what it is here that you've been through and what it is that you can step into. Like you don't have to hold yourself back anymore, actually. They need you to go within yourself. They're talking about this being a hermit energy. So in order to be able to live life to the fullest, you're going to have to decide to do that. And you can do it with grace. The physical body. They want me to say your physical body is the manifestation of elegance and pure beauty. You are magnificent. Yes, that's right. Okay, so I'm doing Celtic Cross here for you to get some more information about this. This is a very interesting block. It feels like it eludes you. That's what they just said. It eludes you. So sometimes you might feel really good and like you're moving right along and you're flowing and you feel good in your body and you understand like you're trusting your passionate energy and you're flowing. And then other times you're like, no, I can't do that. Or self-deprecating. So not nice to yourself. And it may be not nice to yourself as it concerns your physical body because that energy can move, if you got restriction there, it can move right down to that root chakra and sort of wreak havoc on your physical self and what you may be saying to yourself. So let's see what the root of this energy is. I'm only reading this upright except for the fear card, which will be coming up later. You've got the 10 of Cups energy here. Let's see what they have to say about that. This is family energy, community energy, a completion, people coming together, loving energy. It's like it's safe for you to believe that people love you, that you make a difference in other people's lives, that you make a difference in your community, in the groups that you're a part of. Thank you. It's like pure love coming in from spirit for you. They want you to just love on yourself. Give yourself those pats on the backs. People love you, it seems. They're happy to be around you. Yes, they love it. If you've just hit a marker in a community that you're a part of, or brought people together or completed something recently, or you're about to, just know that you can walk with grace, that people really appreciate you and they love you. And sometimes you don't see that for yourself. You don't see it in yourself. Spirit's just giving you a little window and a peek into other people's perception of you with this rooted energy card. They need you to understand that the root of your grace has to do with, or the root of the root of the situation needs to be recognizing how you show up in your life and how you show up in the world. Don't be afraid to go and do what it is that you feel like you want to do when you're in those moments of fluidity. They really feel roller coaster energy. Like this block may come and go. People just like being around you. They like getting together with you. They love you, really. It's wonderful. You got to remember this, they're saying. Please tell her that's a reminder. Tell him that's a reminder. Tell them this is a reminder for you. It's showing me somebody looking in a mirror and like try to force themselves to believe something about themselves. So if that's you and that doesn't feel good to you, stop doing that. You don't need to do that. You can just be in the knowing instead of having to like visually berate yourself. You may get to a place where you will do that. This is the highest expression that we're looking for here, what you can really expect. Look at that beautiful energy. Can we please? A new beginning for your heart, a new beginning for your emotions, a new beginning for your passion. This is wonderful, wonderful energy. You may be meeting somebody. Sometimes this is a new love interest or someone else to be part of your community, perhaps. Thank you. And they just said, and a new beginning for you, and a new beginning for you. And what they mean by that is a new beginning for your energy, a new beginning that says, you know what? I do walk in grace. I am a graceful being of light. I am. There's no questioning that anymore. I'm starting a new chapter, thank you, where I just believe that. I allow love to flow through me. Because that's where you exist. That's where you exist, really. It almost feels like in your heart of hearts or in your true divine energy, you are this like shining bright light. Like this is you, you know? And you can step into this and expect this if you allow. You relieve this block or get off this roller coaster here where you're like questioning whether or not you are a wonderful, beautiful being of light that attracts all of this amazing love. You know, it's you. It's totally available to you. I love that. I mean, the energy is so warm. It's like divine light. Feel free to have this positive expectation for yourself as a result of reliving that. If you want to go and do something, go and do it. Don't let that stop you. Don't let that stop you. Because people are, you know, we all judge. Thank you. We all judge. It's a human thing. Sometimes it's not great. Other times it's really necessary. But if you're worried about people judging you in a certain kind of way, first of all, they want me to tell you that's none of your business. But second of all, people are judging you well. They love you. They really like to be around you. It's okay for you to step into your light. You may start attracting new heart-centered people, new heart connections, new second chakra passion connections, if you can allow yourself to move in your divine energy, in your divine light, because it's totally natural to you. Not everybody has that, right? Not everybody has a natural grace to them, and you do. Group 3, you do. Okay, so like continue, Jody. All right, so we're going to look at what's behind you now. What is in the past that they just said that needs to stay in the past? Woo, that's a lot of cards here. It's this one. Do you want me to keep these? No. They go back in. Let's see which card this is. Ooh, so this is a male energy, of course. This is the father energy. Structure. Yes. Making very action-oriented strategic moves, right? The masculine energy. I mean, this feels like the exact opposite of your energy. You must have a lot of feminine energy. It doesn't matter, you know, what sex you are. You may carry that. And yes, thank you. They're saying that you may have felt the need to have to be a certain kind of way, to have to be more this. Like I said, this is a fathering energy. It's a masculine energy. It's everything that represents masculinity. So action and forward movement and being, using your mind and being very strategic and knowing exactly what to do. It's a great, great energy. There's nothing wrong with this energy. But if it naturally opposes your energy and you want to be, let's say, putting on frilly things or, they're giving me someone like, they're showing me somebody like getting ready in a really feminine way. Like this, like, what do you call that, Spirit? It's a, what do you call that? Like a tutu. It looks like a tutu or like a really fluffy dress and you know, the lips, the makeup and the hair and just feeling so good. And so if you have felt that you had to be more masculine, for lack of a better way to say it, they just said, that's fine, Jody. Yes. If you felt that way, that is in the past. You can leave that in the past, please. You be you. You be you, group 3. You're beautiful, graceful, beautiful, magnificent. Yes. Divine spirit and soul. And you don't need to be anything that you're not. So you can leave this energy behind. It's not that this energy is bad. Of course not. It's actually wonderful energy. And, you know, we often want a balance. So, you know, you got to just pay attention to where if you're just floating all around all the time and you don't have any action, or you can't kind of get your mind into a space where you get certain things that need to be done or something like that, right? Then that becomes a problem. But if you felt it all, like you needed to be more pushy or strong and like, and not show your feelings and not be pretty. That's what they're saying, is like not be pretty and not be feminine. You can let that go now. You can let that go now. That may not resonate for everybody, but if that is you, please do not try to be something other than you are. I mean, you're a graceful being of light, and I'd love to know you. You feel so good. Your energy feels so, like I keep saying, it's just what it is. It's like warm and light. And they want you to step into that now. They want you to really step into that now. They're going to allow attraction on this vibration for you. So like I said, if you're looking to meet somebody, if you want a relationship, if you step into your highest expression of this, that's what you can expect. Okay. Let's look what is in the future for you. That's the next pull here. Oh, look at this. Another ace. Wow. You've got some new beginnings to look forward to. Inspiration. Yes. Living in... Whenever I talk about second chakra, I always talk about fire because it is fire. It's warmth. Oop, you can't see that. It's warmth. Look at that. Stepping into your warmth, stepping into your fire, stepping into your fluidity, stepping into your, to what inspires you. Being able to do this here, live life to the fullest in the way that you want to, in the way that you want to express yourself, in the way that you want to live, talk, be. You have massive inspiration here coming up in the future. Wow, look at those two aces just right next to each other. That is some, I mean, the cards even feel warm to me. It just feels very warm. All right. So trust that. It's coming. If you can step into yourself and allow yourself to move the way you naturally move, that's all really Spirit is asking of you. And that will naturally relieve that block, especially if it's a yo-yo block or a roller coaster block. It's safe to let that go now. You'll be massively inspired as a result. New things are going to come in to help you possibly begin, you know, like new creative projects. Yeah, like new endeavors. Seeing things in a new way that you've never kind of experienced before. No, keep shuffling. Okay. I mean, you've got some amazing starting type of energy for you. Okay, we're going to look at keep shuffling. We're going to look at your energy now, where you sort of are residing with the SpiritSong Tarot. No, keep shuffling. We're getting to a certain card here, that's for sure. There it is. Thank you. I appreciate it. Queen of Acorns. Amazing. You have it already. You have it already. Jeez. The Queen of Acorns, this is an amazing reading. I'm so excited for you. Group number 3. Okay. The Queen of Acorns in this deck is, acorns are wands. So the Queen of Wands is someone who uses her inspiration from her natural source, which is second chakra, again, her passions, what she feels inspired by. She uses that energy to create and it's like spreading that around to inspire others, to take care of others through her inspiration or through her projects or through her passion, through her service. Thank you. It's forward. It feels like a forward moving energy for some reason with this card for you. You're already here. This is you. This is you now. So if you have been feeling inspired, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to use that. You're just going to get more inspiration. You're just going to be able to step more into your divine calling or into your divine service or into what it is that you're meant to do, what you're passionate about. You've got to follow the passion. You have what you need to be able to do that right now. The Queen is the keeper of the suit. So the keeper of fire. It's hard to feel, thank you. They're saying it's hard to feel like you're this if you've got a block, a grace block, right? But you are this. Simple from Spirit, simple little confirmation there, but you are. You can believe that. All right, let's see external influences. Ooh, that hopped up onto the others coming in to help you stay balanced. Now, they just said, don't take this for restriction. So if someone's coming in and trying to control you, that's not the same as balance, right? They want you to be able to trust yourself and lead where you need to lead. Look for the harmony energy. Look for the harmony energy here. You're not looking for someone who's going to try to manipulate you, etc., or stop you from being who you are, who you truly are. So someone's coming in to help you. What they're saying is bring that passion to life. Yeah, without like hindering you. Because I'm really feeling this sort of line of, there are people that may have wanted to like put out your light or have told you need to be a certain different kind of way. And the external forces or people coming in may be actually quite the opposite of that. Helping you feel more grounded or more connected. Making you feel at one with yourself. Appreciating, thank you. Appreciating you for who you are. For who you are. That's lovely. Yeah, bringing like a peace into your life. And thank you. If this person comes in and you need advice, that's the person to ask, okay? If you know somebody already in your life that makes you feel grounded, you know you can ask them and they're not going to judge you harshly. If you need advice, that's the person to ask. That's what they're saying. Ask for the opinion from that person. Don't go asking opinions and things from people who you feel judge you in a way that does not serve you. That's none of your business, their judgments of you. And no matter what it is. All right, let's see. This is your hope card. You're hoping for truth and clarity here and fairness. That you learn the lesson, or someone else is what they're saying, learns the lesson. So something's happened where you feel like it wasn't fair to you, or somebody, said something that wasn't true, like keeping secrets energy, or not telling the whole truth in order to protect themselves, for instance. I want to just clarify that card quickly and just see what that's around, or what else they have to say about it. Six of Cups is a nostalgia card. Looking back, but not spending too much time in the past. So allow it to be what it will be. Thank you. Just know that whatever the outcome, Spirit is taking care of it. Hope for justice and truth and clarity. If you ask Spirit for that, they will do their best, of course, to provide. But either way, switch that to hoping for a lesson so that you don't get stuck in the past. Whatever happened has already happened. You want to look to the future so you can step into all of this newness energy, this one energy, into harmony, etc. Moving forward. So if somebody's wronged you, or was not nice, or wasn't telling the truth to save their own butts or something like that, that's kind of what I'm getting. It's safe to leave that in the past now. Because you know what? Right, that's a good point. It's not like Spirit doesn't see or know, and we each have our own paths, and there are consequences no matter what to our choices, our actions. Even our thoughts have consequences. Isn't that interesting? So they don't want you just hanging on this, whatever the situation was. Instead of hoping for the justice, understand there's a divine energetic balance that happens, and that it's already going on without you needing to intervene anywhere. You can allow that to be part of the past. And here is your fear. Union or harmony. This is a card. The Two of Shells is cups in this deck. And this can be a card of, relationships, having new connections. It also can be a card of balance. So, you may fear that you're not going to be able to stay balanced. And of course, this external energy is going to help with that. So trust the support that you have from people that know you and love you. You don't need to worry about collaboration. That's what they just said about collaboration. You will know who it's right to collaborate with and who it's not right for you to collaborate with. If you can trust yourself and be yourself is really what it is. Be yourself. Go for it. Allow the newness to guide you. No need to fear new relationships or new collaborations. Actually, it will work out really well. And if you trust your intuition, it's safe to say no. If it's not working for you, it's safe to say, you know what, this doesn't seem to be working for me, but thank you. So you're staying in a gratitude and balanced state and not allowing yourself to, they keep using the word manipulation. So allowing yourself to be manipulated because of something you feel obligated to do, or, because you don't want to hurt somebody else's feelings, etc. You will know the collaborations that are right for you. Now, here's your outcome card. Let us see where this is all heading for you? Well, well, well. Prosperity, hello. Queen of Crystal. Crystals are pentacles in this deck. This is very amazing, grounding kind of energy for you. So, you know, stepping in with all of this one energy, new beginnings, and really being yourself is going to lead you to a level of comfort that you have never known, a sense of being, a sense of self, and is going to make you feel amazingly abundant. Okay. You may also, because crystals are to do with money, you may also have something that sparks here that allows you to, you know, welcome in some financial abundance or financial prosperity there. It's going to make you feel good in your life. That's where you are headed, or that is the result of allowing yourself to relieve this block of not being able to be yourself or feeling like you're, I don't know, not good enough. You are this warm, beautiful energy. New beginnings are ahead for you. It's safe for you to step into your divine light and to move forward in that way and to sort of leave the past behind and do what it is that you want to do. Live the way you want to live. And that's going to lead you to this really amazing, high-powered, grounded kind of energy where you feel comfortable in your own skin. All right, group 3, if you found this reading helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up, or if you know somebody else who might find it helpful, feel free to share it with them. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you get notified the next time that I post a pick a card reading. I hope that this served you. It's been wonderful feeling the warmth of your energy, group 3. Thank you so much. Hello, group 4, and welcome to your reading. If you are listening to this, you chose card pile number 4 that was here to see which chakra or energy center is blocked or restricted or has something that needs looking at. And we're going to get some information on that for you right now. So let's see which chakra you pulled. This is root chakra, and you've got the keyword nurturing. And it says, support and encouragement comes from our connection to the universe. Your mind, body, and spirit need to be taken care of in order to exist and thrive. Focus on nurturing and developing your authentic self to raise your vibration. What a beautiful card. I nurture my soul with support and encouragement. Okay, so this is a root chakra energy, root chakra block there happening and coming in for you. What we're going to do is pull a Celtic cross. And so this is your challenge card. Let's see how you're being challenged to be able to actually nurture yourself and relieve this kind of a root chakra block. They're asking you to honor your physical self, in order to be able to connect to your authentic self. Ooh, okay. Let's see here. They just said you may be overlooking, or missing some of the signs that they're giving you, or the flags, flags that they're throwing. So Spirit has been giving you some messages, warnings. You see this? Like, I'm not going to see, I can't see. They're saying you need to pay better attention to the influence of spirit in your life to help you understand where and how to nurture yourself to relieve this kind of a root chakra block. And that's exactly what the card says here too. Yes, support and encouragement comes from our connection to the universe. You've got to take care of yourself wholly, especially your physical self, as this is a root chakra block that you're looking at here. All right, let's get some more information for you. Again, I'm doing a Celtic cross to get that info and that direction. I have to do it differently here because I don't have the space to do it the way you normally would. So first, we're taking a look at the rooted energy. Okay. I'll only be reading these upright except for the fear position that will be coming up later. This card is about choice, they're saying. Now, of course, this could be about a relationship. As you can see, the Lover's card can indicate a relationship. So if that's you and you haven't been nurturing yourself as the result of a relationship that you're in, or perhaps you're putting somebody's needs before your own, root chakra is, what do I need? What does my physical self need? What does my mind need? If that is you, then it's going to be important for you to, they've been giving you warnings here. And that may be your challenge, to either, notice the warnings, or really to stop ignoring the red flags. Thank you. They're being kind of blunt there, but that's okay. Thank you, Spirit. We appreciate it. They also are bringing up the fact that this card can sometimes mean choice, and they're asking you to own your choices. Thank you. The I choose exercise is what they're talking about right now. And so that exercise is all about taking responsibility for the choices that you're making, the feelings that you're having, the thoughts that you're thinking, the actions that you're taking. So whenever you go to, say a sentence that has I at the front of it, you always put the word choose right after that. That's what they're talking about for you, so that you can start getting into what it feels like is like the divine truth of it. And I don't know that you're able to see that if you're not giving yourself what it is that you need. If you've been nurturing everybody else, it's time to kind of stop and do that. This card is making me feel like, you see, they're nodding before I even say this. This card is making me feel like divine intervention energy. And I always tell people, you do not want Spirit to intervene, because if they've been warning you, Spirit intervenes all the time. Let's just give that sort of aside, right? But really, that's co-creation. We're listening, they're guiding us, they're providing opportunities. That's amazing. When they're talking about divine intervention on the back of warnings or red flags, so maybe you've been feeling ill lately, or they're talking about a stuffy nose, or noticing something that doesn't seem that significant physically. They're saying that's part of it, right? We're trying to give you warnings, or maybe they've put something in front of your face, or someone has gifted you something that has to do with your health, or your mental well-being, and they're trying to help you. Okay, however it is that they've been giving you those messages, you really got to start paying attention to them. They're warnings that, they don't want to see you suffering and not taking care of yourself. They don't want to see you go down. And sometimes Spirit can kind of take us out by, we get really, sick. Maybe we get a cold and then we can't do what we wanted to do that day, or they use all different kinds of ways, but it's best to listen to them when they're talking about it, when they're giving you those signs. And if it has to do with caring for others, you have to make the me time. Thank you. They'll be giving you all kinds of ideas on how to do that if you just ask. Yes. They're talking about this affirmation right now for you. I nurture my soul with support and encouragement. And that's from Spirit as well. All right, let's look at the highest expectation you could have. This Page of Wands energy. Wow. This is very similar, I believe, to another card. The Page of Wands is all about inspiration and moving forward and feeling so excited about what's to come and what's inspiring and passion, really. They're just saying that word, passion. Stepping back into your passion. It's almost like you can't hear your passion. And that's probably because, you've got a root chakra block here. The root energy, when it comes up, it wants to go to the second chakra. It wants to go to the sacral. It wants to go to the sacral. And the sacral chakra is where you've got this inspiration and where you've got that wonderful, warm, passionate things connected to your emotional energy, feeling things and being able to create. And so you've got some inspiring energy that you can step into, but you've got to nurture yourself first. You've got to take care of yourself in order to be able to move into that space and really feel that for yourself. they're talking about, and express it to others. The relationship actually may improve, they're saying, may improve. Like you may feel obligated or like you have to do things. They're saying, no, you need to be able to find time for yourself, because if you're the one who is responsible for other people, or is taking care of other people, or is the one that is relied upon in some area of life, again, this could be work. It doesn't have to be a loving relationship. This card indicates a heart connection, but you also could be looking at a work connection or a friendship or a parent-child relationship. If you're the one who is, let's say, divinely appointed to care for someone, or, you've got to be able to take care of somebody. If you don't nurture yourself and take time for yourself, what happens to them? If Spirit intervenes and says, nope, we're taking you out, you're sick, you need to stay in bed all day. Sorry, I know you had all these plans and things, or I know you needed to be there for them, but no can do. They need you to pay attention to you in order to be able to show up in the best possible way. And that leads you to expecting to have more inspiration in your life, expecting it's like messages or people coming in, or noticing different things that are coming into your life to inspire you and to allow you to feel like just happier, not so bogged down and worn out. If you've been feeling just tired and like, oh, I just can't get it, it's because you need rest. That's part of nurturing. Listen to your body and listen to your spirit team. Ask them, how can I nurture myself better? What can I do? What can I do? All right, let's see what's behind you. This is the past energy. What's behind you here? Thank you. Well, here we go. The Queen of Cups energy. Now, this is a lovely, beautiful card. It's a lovely energy. You can see her here and how beautiful she is. She's really the queen of compassion and being able to share that with others. She's a heart-centered queen. She's wonderful, really. However, when you are giving to everyone else and not asserting this energy to yourself, she trusts, right, that she can give and receive at the same time. In balance, she understands. And thank you. They're asking me to show you and take note of there. What are her hands connecting to? Is like a flow. And she's checking in with the divine. That's what she's doing. That's what they just said. That's how they just said it. She's checking in with the divine. That's what she's doing. She's not just thinking about what it is she needs to do. She is in touch with her emotions. She's in touch with her intuition. She knows when to give and receive and how much. And she definitely gives to herself because she understands what they were just talking about. She is there for everybody else too. Also, she never neglects herself, the Queen of Cups. That's the last thing she would do, because she understands that in order for her to be of service to others, to be there for others, to love others the way that she knows that she can, she has to love herself. So what they're saying in the past position is, it's time to step into this energy, and anything that is opposing this, basically, please leave that behind. Understand that you are her. You can be connected, but you've got to give to yourself. Stop giving only to others. Leave that stuff behind you. Yes, it's like making time for you. That doesn't mean that you like release all of your obligations and don't show up for anybody and, put up these hardcore boundaries around your heart and say, no way, I'm not doing it. I have to give only to me. It's giving in balance and understanding where you need to show up for others and when you need to show up for others and when you need to show up for you. So if you've had any imbalance in that, just please leave that in the past. Trust that you can do that. You've got some nice energy there, reminding you you're not doing everything for everyone. Let's see what the future holds here. Some solid movement. knowing which direction you need to go in, knowing what it is you need to do, seeing the way forward, and then actually making and taking action to take those steps. So, thank you. And communicating them with others. So don't just like go, I'm out of here, and nobody knows why and what changed and what happened and, you know, what's going on. Everyone's confused. They want you to be able to communicate what your plan is with others, where you see an opportunity for yourself to nurture yourself and what you'd like to do. Like, it's okay to communicate that with the people that you're caring for, that are around you, etc. Knowing the sort of what they're saying is seriousness of it. Like I have to nurture myself, honoring that and not feeling ashamed or guilty about it. And when you see your way to do that, it's very important for you to do that and to make sure that you're communicating that. And as you move along, continue to do that. That's what's ahead for you. Very clear understanding of what it is that you can do to nurture yourself and how it is you can do that, and feeling like you have the power to do that, and that you're supported in that you're supported in it and encouraged to do that. Like, you may think that the people around you would be like, so annoyed or disappointed or frustrated, when Spirit is saying, you know, you're probably being encouraged more than you think to, oh yeah, go ahead and do it. You deserve it. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to hear that you're taking time for yourself. You're being led. You got to involve Spirit in this. Support and encouragement comes from our connection to the universe. You've got to involve Spirit in this, and they will show you how it is that you can nurture yourself, and you'll feel like, let's go. I know what I'm doing. I know what to do. That's your future there. That's your future energy. All right, I'm going to see where you are right now, what's coming in for you in that position. You energy. Only reading these in the upright. This is the Lover's card again. See, this is why they were bringing up the choice earlier here. In this card, in this deck, she calls this the Love card, but it's the Lover's card. And this is why they were bringing up the choice here, because you really are at a place where you need to make a choice for you and those who you care about and love. You can do it. You see that? It's like, trust yourself. And trust that those around you that you have supported will also support you, yes, in the physical realm and also in spirit. Your spirit team is like, we tossed that message out to her, let's see, or we tossed that message out to him, or wow, that was a big one. I don't know how they didn't notice that, right? Like, or we know you saw that. Let's see what you're going to do. So they're waiting for you to make a choice here. It's going to be great. You're going to know exactly what to do. You're going to feel more inspired, more like yourself. Thank you. Excited about the future. Yes. Thank you. All right. This is external energy. Okay. The Three of Wands here. They're talking about people being like a community energy. People being like, the word they're using is proud of you. Proud of you. The growth that you're moving into and creating these compassionate, healthy boundaries, right? That people are like, wow, well done you. I'm glad you're exploring this for yourself. Yeah. It's like coming together to celebrate you and really encouraging you. So that's what you can expect from external sources, like other people. And if someone comes on the back of that energy differently, if someone's putting you down or trying to tell you what to do or tell you can't do this or can't do that, you need to be able to trust the choice that you make, which is why they want you to kind of nurture yourself first and relieve that root chakra block so that you know that you're worth it, that it's okay to do that you can make a choice to love yourself, okay, and to trust yourself. That's good for you. And the people who come into your life as a result of you making a choice for yourself really are going to be supportive of you. They're going to be excited to hear about like what you're doing or what you're being inspired or what's being sparked within you as a result. They may even want to help you with that or be a part of it perhaps. Okay. Let's do a hope for you. 6 of Wands. This is a very good card. You're asking like, will I be successful if I do this? If I make this choice? Again, choice showing up doubly here. The root of the situation is please make a choice. And it may involve, like I said, a relationship. Where you are right now, gotta make a choice. This is what you're hoping for. And Spirit says, it's up to you. They're already on board for your success. They already believe that you're gonna feel really good about where this kind of decision and the nurturing and relieving that kind of block, like I'm not worthy. It's a worthy block. So you telling yourself you're worthy, Spirit already knows that. They're 100% sure about this energy. So if this is what you're hoping for, your Spirit team is already on board with that. You will be successful. You will be able to move through it. You're going to feel differently as a result of it. You are going to feel new inspiration for yourself coming up and support like you maybe have not felt in a while. Very wonderful card there. They're coming together to support you. And you, excuse me, you being, right, is like you feeling good and going, yes, I did it. I feel good. Absolutely. You're like not hiding the fact that you made that choice for yourself and how good it feels. Thank you. So if that's what you're hoping for, you got it. Spirits actually thank you. They're looking forward to it, they said. And here's a fear energy. This is like the manifestation, getting the results that you want. Is it really going to give me that? These are similar cards here. I mean, they have similar energy to them right now. This is like moving you to this, like, okay, I'll get here, but will I get here? Will I actually move to, will I actually learn more about myself? Will I actually change? Will things actually change? Yeah. Will I actually be able to, sometimes this is like a manifestation energy. Will I actually be able to, manifest what it is that I can see or that I desire or that I'm excited about? Is this even going to make a difference? And, yes, yes, it is. It's going to make a big difference. So don't you worry about that. I mean, it's step by step and being kind to yourself along the way, because it is a root chakra block that may be coming, cyclically. If they've been warning you, you might be in it for a while. So you've got to give yourself, honor yourself and give yourself some leeway, some grace. Give yourself the breaks that you need, of course. But yes, you don't have to worry. You'll just keep moving. You have the 6 of acorns and you're worrying about the 8 of acorns. Allow yourself to enjoy this energy, what you're hoping for, and then you'll naturally move to this. So you don't have to worry about this. You're going to get the results, but they want you to be able to sit in the hope that you have. And then when you get there, when you use this energy that's right ahead of you to start doing and taking action and seeing the way and trusting Spirit to show you, when you get to this, I did it kind of energy, then, enjoy that. It's leading you to the results energy, the 8 of acorns, the 8 of wands. So you don't have to worry about that, basically, is what they're saying. Don't think that far ahead. That's what they just said. Don't think that far ahead. Okay, and lastly, let's get your outcome results card for you. Where is this all headed? If we relieve this block and start taking care of ourselves right and know that we're supported and stop ignoring the flags from Spirit, where is this headed? Look at that. Amazing. This is a wonderful, beautiful energy here. The 9 of shells, the 9 of cups, hearts, 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 love, gratitude, fulfillment, So nice. It's like you'll move to a place where you feel that the inspiration has actually touched your heart. That's what they just said verbatim. That the inspiration that's been coming in, the actions that you have taken, and allowing yourself to relieve that block and nurture yourself and care for yourself, you're just so grateful. It's touched your heart and you feel fulfilled in a different way. 9s are right on their way to, completion. So just know that this is where you're headed. This is your result energy. A loving energy there. A loving energy. 9 of Cups. And just wonderfully filled with gratitude and appreciation. So thankful for what you have learned about yourself, what you know that you're actually capable of, the people in your life, the relationships in your life, and the support that you have. You can do this. Group 4, it's time to make a choice. And when you get that insight about what to do, allow yourself to do it in the way that feels best for you, in the way that feels most intuitive. Like, you do not need to push, but you also cannot ignore what Spirit is trying to give you here. It's leading to this wonderful place where you feel fulfilled and all is well, and that will just keep moving you forward. So I wish you nothing but the best in relieving this nurturing block and allowing yourself to care for yourself and making time for you. If you found this reading helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up. And if you know someone else that might find this reading helpful, feel free to share it with them as well. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you get notified the next time I post a pick a card reading. I hope that this served you, and thank you so much, Group 4.